last time on Rocket League, you hit a big ball around the court into the enemy goal. I'm told that's sports. That's how sports work.
I
Sports
like how it's
ball.
a court.
It's a stadium.
Pitch, maybe?
That's a stadium in Rocket League.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Oh, we're about to lose. Here it comes.
Oh,
Boom.
lost. Oh, congratulations. You let your team down.
Thanks. Yeah. I did my worst.
Tell him, sorry guys, there's dungeons to be dragoned.
Yep.
So, last time on, Phandelver and below, the Shattered Obelisk, you agreed to help out the Drow Scouts in, ascertaining if their father was indeed a member of the Cult of the Obelisk. They believe that they've been brainwashed by the cult, but you kind of soon learn that this mutated drow captured some of Phandelin's civilians, and we're going to sacrifice him to a cluster of gemule eggs that resemble a brain. But very quickly, you do unlock the door down to the tomb of the Talhund below you, until you realize, though, these civilians are about to die. And well, I guess they did die because Verde opened up with the fireball, damaging the enemies, but also obliterating the two civilians.
They were just gonna feed them to the brain.
Yeah, I
were
mean they're
lost cause.
pretty much dead anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you said.
The cluster birthed a handful of gemules, as you did battle with the cultist, eventually defeating the gemules and the cluster and knocking the drow unconscious. And Rok'kee picked up the first obelisk piece that was on display behind the cluster.
Yay!
Whereas you got a vision of the three Mind Flayer leaders worshipping at a completed obelisk, in the vision at least. Actually, no, it was more of a glimpse into it. Where that, no matter, you only have one obelisk shard. The others will soon be in their possession.
Yeah, they were not worried as much as I wanted them to be.
Little schadenfreude there.
Yep. But the shard does cease to glow as brightly green as you pick it up and put it in your non-petrified satchel. Return the drow to his sons, where they agree to take him back to the Underdark and hope they can rectify the situation. They give you the gift of the trinket, and you all level up. As you prepare when you awake to make yourself to venture deeper into the tomb. And the day is yours.
Oh, I suddenly feel a lot better.
I don't think you died last combat either.
Yeah, and I'm not going to now. I took tough.
I noticed your hit points were a lot higher.
Yeah,
Nice.
That
20
is
higher.
hilarious.
Oh, wow. Got tired of going unconscious, huh?
yeah.
Yeah. All right, so I guess we're going down a tomb.
Rocky nods. I think that's the only. I think that makes the most sense.
Drow
How long does
have.
it take for him to nod?
It's like an ent nodding. The Drow have long since left, so they're not there anymore. Rok'kee, when you awaken.
Mm-hmm.
You've ever since you turned to stone and started living as stone, your sense of if you can call it living, the sense of touch and pain really hasn't been relevant to you.
Mm-hmm.
But as you awaken, you feel this intense tingling sensation. It's a little painful, but it's almost like a pulsing, like boom, boom, within your right arm, the one holding your weapon. Oh God!
I look at my right arm.
Yeah, and you notice that some of the nicks that you took from combat, which didn't heal because you're stoned.
Sure.
Is now glowing a bright neon green, the same color that you've been seeing around the obelisk shards and mutated blood.
Oh no! Like, and the same color of the things that pop out of the goblins' heads,
more or less.
In earlier,
Raina's third eye.
Although it's not crystalline. It's almost like it's being from within the stone.
Okay. That scares me a little. Again, the expression I have matches the one that I want, and I would like to show it to Soul. So Rok'kee comes up to Soul when you wake up and just kind of shows you his arm and points at it, and you can see just how Joey described it in the chips in the stone.
Oh my gosh, Rok'kee, that looks terrible. Does it hurt?
He makes kind of a ish gesture.
Gesture.
New band name, I call it.
Oh, what was that? What was the name?
Maybe
Ish gesture.
Ish
gesture. Maybe you shouldn't be carrying the obelisk piece. I mean, that's the same color, right? Does that look like it looks like the same color to me? What do you think?
I mean, in for a penny, in for a pound. I pick it up and hold it to it to see if it's the same.
It's pretty darn.
Do they match?
It's pretty darn similar.
So yeah. So why don't you give me the obelisk shard?
How would I want to communicate something without miscommunicating, but that's the game. I look at you and I look at your arm. I point into one of the gashes, and then like with one of the glowy parts, and then I point to your arm and shake my head no, and then I hold the shard to my chest.
Okay, I get you. But how do we know it isn't just because you're made of rock? Maybe there's like a vibration in the obelisk affecting, or in the shard affecting you because you're rock that wouldn't happen with someone not made of rock.
Yeah, share the load.
I nod. I slowly nod and then start nodding like faster and more excitedly, and I hand it to Drew.
He's like, I'm not touching that thing. Oh, and Rok'kee, you notice that kind of the separate feeling is like bum bum bum. 3 beats. Bum, bum. 3 beats.
Does the intensity of the glow match any of the beat?
Ever so slightly.
Okay. I guess I will slowly reach out, put my hand out with the shard in it towards Soul.
All right.
Remember, this thing's like a pretty big, like the size of a slab.
Oh, it's a hunk.
Yeah, it's a hunk.
I mean, I still want to hold it though, so like.
Okay, but not my hand. Both hands, and I.
Yeah.
Right.
And I
have
hold
both
it out.
mine ready. Ugh, it's heavy.
It's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
It's carryable, but.
Do anything when I'm holding it?
I mean, nothing immediately.
Okay. I guess I will put it in my bag.
All right.
Or, crazy thought, we leave it with Raina and a petrified Franklin if we don't think we're gonna need it.
Ooh.
I mean, this one did seem safe enough.
Carrying around those shards seemed like a huge pain in the butt if we're going to find more of them.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you guys feel it, right? Something doesn't... This place feels weird ever since we got that.
Oh, it felt weird to me long before we got that. So I guess I just didn't notice an increase in the weirdness level.
I mean, maybe since we left Phandelver, we kind of forgot about it, but...
It doesn't feel right?
Doesn't feel right.
Well, I mean, Raina's guarding Franklin. Perhaps she can also guard this obelisk shard.
She hears her name. She comes in, she's rubbing her forehead. Her third eye is blinking. Like it's getting sleep out of the eye. All I know is that I communed with a mind flayer god and got a splitting headache, and then an eye popped out of it.
Yeah, that did happen.
So you want to guard the shard, or
yeah, but you're just hanging out here, right? You're watching Franklin for us. We got something else for you to watch if you don't mind.
It's not staying in the same room as me, and she points to the library.
Okay, so I moved to the library. Oh, she said it's not staying in the room with me?
Yeah, she doesn't want to be in the same room.
Okay, yeah, fine. So I go to the library and I put it on one of these shelves behind some books.
Okay.
I want to just make sure that there are no other entrances. Like, I want to look for secret doors to this library. Just
Yeah,
to
give
make
me
sure
a quick investigation check.
I'm gonna help
Good
him
luck.
by also looking.
Yep.
I will get out of my character builder section in a moment. Okay. Investigation. So good at that. I'm not. Hey. 14.
14. Oh, Fermi.
Oh, I was
I was
intending
say
to
when
do
you
the help
help,
action.
don't you get
Yeah.
advantage?
Oh,
You're giving
yeah, I get
Rock
advantage, yeah.
advantage, right? Yeah.
15.
15. Yeah, the walls are pretty bare. Most of the books and scrolls are burnt, rotted away. You check over the corners and don't find any secret entrances.
Okay. I feel comfortable. I feel like this is a safe enough place then, and so I don't give any arguments.
Okay. So then, all right, Raina, we just tucked it on shelf back there. Thanks for watching it.
I stack some books around it so that it's a
Try to
little-
hide it. Yeah. She goes, I'll look after Franklin. Even though he is ghastly to look at. He's in his beastly state.
Do you want us to turn his face to the wall?
Turn him around.
That's from a Beatles song.
Then, move him in the other room too. I don't want him in here.
That's
Oh,
fair.
all right.
Snaps his fingers to the two goblin minions.
Oh, great. Good. Let's let them do it.
Where are they? They're up here.
I think we left them with Franklin and Rok'kee, but then Droop ended up dragging Franklin because Rok'kee...
Yeah, they're here now. Yeah, they don't leave Raina's side.
All right, well, let's go to this tomb.
Raina's like,
See?
Raina goes, adventuring is so hard. And she goes back to her bed.
That's a really good Raina, too, by the way, Joey. I was impressed. Not even making fun, like I was like,
Yeah.
It's like she's
good.
here.
Yeah, I was like, this is really pretty good. Attitude and everything. I like it. All right, so
This whole time, Braddy was just sitting on the staircase, just kind of like rocking back and forth, and by repeatedly casting the minor illusion, his spell is just audibly playing the jingle that's in her head.
Fermi's gonna try to play along.
Minor illusion, a cantrip?
Yeah.
Okay. It's like that's an expensive riff, burning a spell slot every.
Fermi, what kind of... You have that instrument. What type of instrument is it again? Is it a lute?
It's a bandor.
Bandor.
Is that a Star Wars creature?
It's a Rancor.
Bantha.
No.
Oh, Rancor, yeah.
Bandor. Well, I put in Bandor and it gives me a banjo, so what is a Bandor, do you know?
Yeah, it's basically like a mandolin or looking thing, yeah. So it's got strings.
Okay, yeah. You see Verde kind of humming her tune, and you think you can harmonize with it. So you take out your mandor. You notice right before you're about to pluck the strings, from the tip of your fingers, your fingernails just for a moment transform to little tentacles as they pluck around the strings, and they immediately turn back into your nails.
I'm gonna drop the bandor and be like, "Ah! Did you guys see that?"
My
What
music
happened?
stops and I turn and look.
And when that happens, you just the room kind of fills with the rainbow. Your vision fills with that rainbow fog for just a moment.
Okay.
Rocky shrugs in answer to your question, and shakes his head no.
I didn't see anything.
I can swear
Unless I did see something. Did I, Joey?
Unless you were watching him, Verde might have seen it since he was probably next to her.
Yeah, I feel
guess
like I was kind of in my own world, but then like was prepared to hear the accompaniment, but was kind of more like saw you coming up, but then was more startled by the immediate dropping of your instrument.
Fermi, what's the matter?
Yeah.
What happened?
I can swear my fingers just turned into tentacles for a second there. And I'm
Ooh,
just like
tentacle fingers.
Yeah.
How tall is Fermi?
I've been thinking that you and I are the same height.
Okay, so then Sol is just gonna, same height, press her like hand to his forehead to see if he has a fever, feels warm or whatever.
Nothing too out of the ordinary.
All right. Then I'll do like okay, because we've been together for a while, right? So, be like, all right. I make his eye follow my finger, right?
Check my
All the
reflexes.
things, yeah, all the things like basic examination. Just checking everything out, poking him in weird places, asking if it hurts, but also to like make him giggle, right?
Tee.
As you yeah, where are you poking him?
Yeah, I mean, like I'm poking him in his shoulder. Some,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, does this hurt? And I poke him really hard, like playfully, but like I poke back.
You poke him in his shoulder. You hear something go, ow.
Was it Fermi?
It's coming from Fermi.
Sol stands there dumbfounded with a
Yeah.
look on her face and unable to say anything because
Fermi is increasingly starting to panic.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and poke him in the same shoulder to see what happens.
Stop that.
Sol jumps back and says, okay, and then I guess lifts the sleeve of Fermi's shirt or has Fermi lift his...
Fermi's gonna start freaking out and like brushing his body off like there's ants on it.
Yeah, it's like on the shoulder blade, or like the base of his neck, like connected to his shoulder, kind of around that area.
Did I notice anything weird about that area when I was doing an examination, or did I poke him first?
Well, you take a look at that area, and when it like you heard the noise, it was almost like something under the skin was trying to speak.
And I just keep saying, like, Fermi, calm down. Fermi, calm down. It's gonna be okay. Just let me take a look. Just let me
Fermi
see what's
casts
going
level
on.
4 Cure Wounds on himself.
You hear a refreshing.
Oh my God, Fermi, what is that?
Fermi is freaking out.
Ratty is slowly backing down the steps.
It's like
I'm
almost
telling you,
think of,
weird
like,
stuff is happening here, man.
Think of like the Tasmanian devil, like cannot handle it.
Gonna take a nap. You hear a slight snoring coming from your shoulder blade.
But like everything like looks normal, right? You said it's just like coming from under the skin.
Yeah,
but
you see
there's
the skin
nothing to
moving a little bit,
indicate.
like something's bulging out ever so slightly.
Oh, that's the weirdest cyst I've ever seen. What do we?
Let me do something real quick. Hold on. Okay.
I don't have any detect
Nope.
magic.
He keeps freaking out. He's useless. He's gonna start like jumping up and down the stairs and like all around, like trying to get rid of whatever it is. He
It's
can't
okay,
even.
Fermi. It's okay. It's all right. Calm down, buddy.
Yeah, that's.
Calm down.
It's not working.
Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna cast catnap on you, and you're just gonna go unconscious for 10 minutes. But you have to be
I am
willing.
immune to magical sleep. As it turns out.
What, does that put you asleep, or does that just let you take a short rest
Well,
in
it
10
says-
minutes?
3 willing creatures fall unconscious for the
Okay.
spell's duration.
Not sleeping.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just saying, yeah, I'm just looking straight at my character sheet and being like, well, there's a little eye, and it says magical sleep. But that sounds, yeah, it
This
sounds like
says
that
unconscious.
would
So
work.
yeah, so I'm just gonna to cast catnap, and you can pass out for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
Fermi passes out.
Gosh, guys, if we rest for another 8 hours, I can put remove curse back onto my spell list. See if that works. I thought that will come up again.
Yeah, I mean, because it doesn't seem like it's a disease, so the new trinket we got isn't going to be helpful. If level 4 cure wounds didn't help.
No, it's that obelisk, man. It's just like those cultists. All freaky looking.
Well
Yeah,
then.
and I point to my arm. Nod.
Oh, I guess I did forget to. Is his arm still glowing?
Oh yeah, it's persistent.
Okay. I am going to. You guys see if you have any spells that can help this. I'm going to go into the library with Droop. We're going to move that obelisk shard to this back corner here.
The very corner of the room.
Way back in the corner, okay? I'm going to put some rope like that as like a don't come over here. We're going to try to minimize everyone's exposure to this shard.
Yeah, that roll's gonna help. Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, we're leaving, like, Raina and the minions behind. Like, I don't want to leave it right by the door if it's a proximity thing. Although she already has a third eye, so I can't imagine it'd be much worse.
I'm starting to
at
think
least
I
it's
could
not.
find Rivendell by myself.
At least it's not a third nose.
Okay, all right. Features and traits. Yeah. All right. Okay, I cast catnip on Fermi, and he's unconscious,
Catnip.
right? Catnap.
Ooh, he gets all frisky.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he went unconscious.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll him over and see if his back is still alive.
Yeah, it's it has that little. Now that he's not freaking out, you kind of see it. It's like a little, almost like a growth, and it's slightly snoring.
I'm picturing like the villain in the first Harry Potter, where he's like Voldemort's on the back of his hat or whatever.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that a couple days ago. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Ah, Quirrell. Okay, guys, thoughts? Any thoughts?
I don't have anything for this except leave him behind. I think I actually, maybe with all the glowing and stuff, might just go on my own to go find.
Don't you dare.
I mean, I don't know what kind of disease you guys have spread amongst yourselves.
I don't want to
This isn't on
metagame
us.
too hard, but if you want to talk to my shoulder, now is the time, because when I wake up, I'm going to keep on freaking out.
I know, but he said that the shoulder was snoring, so I assume
right.
it is also unconscious, which is what I was trying to. I was hoping that I could ask it questions.
Try to wake it up.
Okay, I'm gonna I'm gonna like poke his back in like a you know how like you jiggle fat?
Yeah.
I'm gonna like poke his back like it's fat.
Yeah.
Or is it more like a hard lump of growth?
Ooh, good question.
It's it's kind of mushy. Yeah.
Is it like my whole back is a face?
No, like I'm imagining like it's almost like a tumor, you know, but it's not too visible yet. It's almost like you have a really, really big mosquito bite that's taken up.
Sam, send him one of the early pictures of your sis.
Oh, I'm good.
Because that's what I'm picturing this as.
I
Like,
will
that
use
sounds like the
imagination.
early stages of his cyst. Huh.
I mean, I see it in my head. It's almost like just like part of his back has this lump forming, and and every time you hear the voice, it kind of undulates.
Okay, so I'm gonna poke it and see if it undulates in those conditions.
Goes.
Tickles.
Okay, so you are awake.
Yes.
What
Woke
are
me
you?
up.
What are you? And what are you doing inside my friend?
I'm new here. This is a new
That is
new
not an
place.
explanation.
He was convenient. Let me out.
Well, one, I don't know how, but also no.
It's a little muffled too, like when he speaks.
Is it speaking common?
It's speaking in your mind. You don't recognize the language, but you recognize what he's saying. If that makes any sense.
I think we've got to kill it before it gets any stronger, and if the host has to go too, so be it. And I kind of like start to warm up start to warm up a fireball in my hand.
Soul steps right in front of Fermi and like puts fire in her eyeball. Like you can see fire there because she's all Eladrin magic, angry in summer.
It is hard to breathe.
I am trying to see who's got a knife.
Yeah. Well, I have daggers.
Oh yeah, I have a dagger. I'm going to make a small nick just a little bit in Fermi's shoulder to see, like, is it blood that comes out? Like,
Yeah.
what comes out of him if I, like, nick him?
Does this wake me up?
It should. Well, actually, you know what? That is a good question. That is an excellent question.
Do you take damage?
Spell ends early if it takes damage, but if or someone uses an action to shake or slap it awake.
Oh, I know what I'm thinking of. It's like almost like a blister, you know? It's kind of what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if I'm just nicking it, like, barely, is that really damage?
Probably not. It's just superficial.
Yeah, it's super. I mean, I just really want to see if it's like blood or black sludge that comes out of him or what.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna, make a little nick in that if it won't wake him up.
Yeah, make a little nick, a little incision. It is blood, red blood comes out.
Hmm.
And you see a little tooth
Oh.
make its way out of the cut.
Gonna jump back and go, oh shit!
It looks human, but it goes,
Yes. More, please.
It's just a tooth?
Free the rest of me.
Will this kill my friend?
No, I simply want to breathe properly.
Who are you?
I want to cast something before.
Yeah, I'm not trying to just let him out. I'm just trying to figure out.
I would like to cast Zone of Truth.
okay.
I can. Yeah, you got it. Give me a minute. So I'll just put that in there for you. Yeah. So basically, let's see, creature. It's a charisma saving throw, and they can't speak a deliberate lie. They know the spell happened. All that good stuff.
Natural 20.
Okay. Good thing I upped mine up to 17. And I mean, if technically all of you guys as well. Anyone who's here with us.
I have no reason to deceive you. I was one place and now I'm here.
Yeah, where was the place you came from?
A sea of nothing.
That doesn't sound like a no. Fermi doesn't say anything.
Well, at this point, I think we're committed to getting the rest of it out of him.
I do feel like my actions unintentionally caused that to be the case, yes.
I was called forth.
By whom?
3 powerful voices.
I knew it! It's the Mind Flayers!
But
Why
I
did you
was
just-
an unintended consequence.
What does that mean?
They weren't summoning me. But here I am. I clinged on to the first thing I could find.
Alright, guys. We gotta do this before Fermi wakes up.
You're holding the knife.
And what
Okay,
specifically are we doing?
Well, I mean, I don't know. He makes it sound like I gotta cut him out. I'm hoping I can make like a small incision, but I'm pretty sure anything I could do that would make it big enough for him to get out, Fermi would cause damage, and Fermi would wake up.
No, we do have. I mean, the causing of the damage. Well, really saying. Yeah. I write on the ground. I say can heal, and shrug.
Be quick.
How much space do you need to get out?
Plan on leaving. I just
wish not to be so confined.
But how much space do you need? Like, how much do you need to get out of there?
The bulge on his shoulder just begins, like something's trying to push out of it.
Oh god, okay. So then I just am like, well, all right, we're doing this. You guys get ready to fight. And someone should hold Fermi because he's gonna wake up with this. Rok'kee, hold Fermi. Karate and Droop, get ready to fight. And I'm going to slowly and still sort of superficially start cutting Fermi, but more in a way that helps the other thing get out.
Yeah.
Right?
So imagine as you cut through this bit of boil that almost like two hands start reaching out, but they're two halves of a mouth until they just start to form almost like a humanoid mouth, complete with lips, teeth, and a tongue embedded into his shoulder pad.
That ain't right.
And
that is not right.
This'll do.
Is that all there is of you?
That's all I can manifest.
This ain't right, y'all.
I'm gonna stick my hand very close to the opening of the mouth and just poison spray, poison spray, poison spray, poison spray.
Like at the mouth?
At the mouth. I'm trying to inject the cantrip poison spray's poison directly into the mouth.
Fermi, what's your AC?
14.
14, alright.
Well, I will be right back while you do this.
Fermi, give me a Constitution saving throw. Probably at disadvantage since you're unconscious.
Okay. 4 or a nat 20. 4 it is.
4 it is.
Oh, man.
Oh, no, you said disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Yeah.
Right, roll damage. Fermi, you take 11 poison damage.
And then is woken up, but I did have Rok'kee holding him.
Yeah, you're awake.
Well, I'm gonna continue. Well, I guess I'm maybe a little groggy.
So you wake up.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I pull my hand back from the mouth and act like I didn't do anything.
I don't notice. I'm just, continuing to attempt to like flail and move around.
Hey, Fermi, how you feeling?
Yeah. Not great. Tall. What is going on?
I have some bad news for you.
Okay.
Okay. Do you remember how Raina developed a third eye?
Yeah.
I
gave her my ring of mind protection.
Yeah, that might not have been great because you have a mouth on your shoulder.
Rok'kee points to the mouth on his shoulder and nods.
You got a shoulder mouth.
Yeah. Fermi doesn't like it, and he's gonna start blowing like all of his spells to get protection from good and evil, detect magic, cure wounds.
Just a solid 5 minutes of
all spell slots.
slots
expended.
Soul will take this time to think if she has ever heard of anything like this in her tales, if there's any piece of information about what the hell is happening at all that she can remember.
Yeah, give me a quick history check, but Fermi, from your back, you hear the voice go,
"Why do you wish me ill? I have not harmed you."
I'm not responding to it.
Ignore me if you want. I'm a part of you now. If you wish, I will be silent until I am needed.
Engaging with it. Fermi does not like it.
Can't ignore me forever.
I don't think you're helping.
Because eventually
okay?
I'll die, and then I won't have to anymore.
But at that point, the mouth remains silent. You can get your spell slots back. I'm not going to have you waste.
Well, yeah, I mean, I figured we're just gonna long rest after
Yeah,
all
I
of
mean,
this, you know.
He definitely would do that.
Yeah, let's say
Well,
this.
if we are actually gonna long rest, though, then I will redo my spells again and bring remove curse back.
Go for it.
Shouldn't have dropped that.
Yeah, I'll let you
Awesome, I appreciate
keep those
that
spell
one.
slots. But yeah, so when you roll for history, I mean, you haven't heard anything like this, but the cultists had weird things like this too on their bodies. Like, and some of these cultists you could have sworn you saw like openings on their neck with teeth on it, or extra eye on their palm of their hands, things like that.
Okay.
This is obviously a far realm transformation. Probably because of the proximity to the obelisk. And to Phandelver.
Didn't they? I mean, Phandelver had
I'm gonna cast
four
a
of
level.
these shards sitting there.
For a while,
Why
yeah.
Why didn't we have mouths in our heads? Well, I guess technically people did. Why didn't we have mouths in our shoulders?
Don't you see they've been awakened by some sort of ritual?
No
Oh.
good.
I'm assuming Rok'kee is writing this down.
I cast a level 3 remove curse on Fermi to see if that does anything.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything.
Son of a bitch.
I mean, we haven't been in Phandelver for over a week. Droop goes. These mind flayers might be getting stronger. Their ritual.
And we must move with haste.
I was saying, Sol is going to like whether Fermi's standing or sitting, like she's just gonna go stand in front of him or sit in front of him, like take both of her hands and say, dude, it's gonna be okay, all right? But I think this is one of those things we gotta finish in order to fix it.
Okay.
You with me?
Fermi steals himself, screws up his courage, and he's like, you know, I've been in tough situations where I just had to be anxious the entire time until it was over. So that's what I'm gonna do again.
That's the spirit.
Sol is gonna play.
Fermi
Fermi's
damages his shoulder. I'm gonna damage myself. I'm gonna stab myself in the back shoulder.
I'm gonna play Fermi's favorite. I'm gonna play Eye of the Tiger type music. To pump Fermi up, whatever his favorite.
He's already now at like full whatever, and he's just gonna ride it
Burning on
until
adrenaline.
yeah, until he's dead or until this thing is gone.
Well, you know, you're tough. Might not have been such a great thing to take.
Yeah,
You're less likely to die now.
that's true.
All right, well, let's get moving. We got to get this thing off of Fermi and.
Fermi, you can get your hit points back since we effectively did another long rest.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
That is fine. I am not kidding that Fermi does not like it to the point where he will stab himself in the shoulder.
Okay.
You're just gonna like keep a dagger so that anytime it talks, he just stabs himself.
Yeah, it's like trying to suppress hiccups. You know, you have to flick yourself in the
All right, then
nose
take
or
a D4 damage.
whatever. 3.
All right. Hope nothing like that happens to me. Jeez.
I mean, I don't know, Droop. I don't know what's causing it.
I mean,
Let's get
I would
outta
kind of
here.
like it. I could eat twice as many. I can eat twice as many mutton burgers.
That is so funny, actually. Yeah, wasn't there, Brice? Isn't there like a game changer thing about Brennan wanting a mouth in his back so he can eat more?
I don't remember that. Maybe.
Yeah, like I saw that.
All right, to the tombs.
What an experience. That was.
I know Raina's got a third eye.
Ugh.
Fermi's got a mouth on his shoulder. I can only imagine this will be getting worse.
Well, okay. It sounds like we're getting a face. We got an eye. We got a mouth. I point to my eye. I point to my mouth.
Oh,
And
maybe one of us will get an extra butt.
Oh, don't ever change, Drew.
Yeah. Double the pooping.
Double the relief. I mean, it's the dream, really.
Yeah.
I'm already chaotic neutral, so I can't really change anything. Okay.
All right. Head down to the tomb.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I think so. I think we've done all that we can do here with old mouth butt.
Alright. So you make your way down several stories of this twisting stairway. And I forgot to go on the right page. Until you reach a chamber. 4 stone sarcophagi stand against the walls here. 2 against the northern wall and 2 against the southern wall. The statue of a dwarf warrior stands between each pair of sarcophagi. The statues and the sarcophagi are badly cracked, as if they would fall apart with a touch. Excuse me.
Ugh. Dead people.
Oops. Oh, where'd Sol go? Who's Sol? There he is. She is.
Well, I think I'm going to start poking around, looking to see if there's anything of interest. Either a secret door, or a secret trap, or any other kind of secret.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
'21.
21. No secret doors, but you notice that the sarcophagi have the names of each have a name of a dwarf and a title, as if they were like nobles.
I pull out my book and I, remembering that I have a reference sheet here, and I attempt to match the names on the tombs to the names in the book to orient myself to the tomb.
Yep, it takes a little bit of searching, but you do find the names.
Alright, is it just in a list, or is it in any way indicating, like, you know, in the first of 6 chambers, here lies these dwarves? Like, is there anything I can glean from the remaining, not necessarily layout, but like what might lie ahead? Does this orient me in any way? Or is it just like I found them on the list?
Yeah, you can tell that they were 4 scholars. Their names are Yoradig,
Yardle,
Love it.
Bogart, and Bodak.
Yeah, I've read Bodak the Wise's works before. Interesting. These are dead dwarves, guys.
Sol is just pasting by the door, going, fascinating. Let's just keep taking our time with all of the crazy shit that's going on. Fantastic. And she keeps pacing right in front of them.
Impatiently lead the way, then.
Yes, Soul, you see a very long hallway in front of you. And there are several doors.
Okay. Everyone stay here. I want to sneak down to the end of the hallway.
So you take a couple steps into the hallway.
Oops.
A couple steps. And immediately the air turns cold. You see the breath, your breath, in front of you. And two of the sarcophagi, the lids, begin to creak. They fall over with a crack and they shatter on the ground. And two almost like mummies. Not quite mummies. They look like dwarfs. They almost look like the whites that you saw in Zozora. But they look much more undead. But they have the glowing green eyes. They each one of them has a cracked forehead, as if something burrowed their way in there. And they step out of the sarcophagi, raise their hand at you, and go, "Befoulers of the tomb," in Dwarvish, Verde.
They're not happy we're here.
Intruders. I'm gonna roll initiative.
Do they have any glowing green things around them?
They have glowing green eyes.
You said that? Okay, sorry. Everything's green. Does it match my green?
Yes.
Figures.
Verde, you can add your roll there. Right, you're up first, Verde.
I attempt to ascertain the one that is closest to me. Was that Bogart, Bodak, Yardil, or Yordig? Yordig.
I did it clockwise from the upper left-hand corner.
Okay, I say, I'm sorry, Bodak, but you must be put down. And I'm going to firebolt him.
Okay.
That is going to be a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
That will be 17 fire damage.
Alright, you singe part of its face, but it takes damage, but it's like unfazed, and it just has its arms outstretched to you. Like one of its arms.
I take a half a step back and say, all right, I get it. You didn't like the fire. We'll see if I can get something else for you. that'll end my turn.
Okay. Rok'kee.
Alright. Jeez. I think Rok'kee is going to this guy, and on my level up, I added some new spells. Just because I learned more, not because I did anything cheating. I assume that I'm allowed if I unlock more.
Yeah, when you unlock spells, you're able
Is that
to
true?
put them wherever you want. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Okay,
how leveling up
I
works.
would like to. Yay!
Okay, I told the story
I would
before
like,
I
now
did.
that I make.
I told the story before where I didn't know that when I first started playing.
Oh no!
Yeah, like I thought wizards could only learn spells through scrolls.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Just Mark never told me. I just didn't know. I was dumb. I didn't read the book. Read the book. All right, Rok'kee, what do you do?
We are going to, since I am now a melee tough fighter, I'm going to use my new inflict wounds on this one in front of me.
Okay.
And I am going to go out of a first level. So it is a spell attack, a 28 to hit.
That was almost a crit.
Yeah.
But that hits though.
Alright, then that is 17 necrotic damage.
Okay. It seems barely unfazed by that necrotic damage.
Well, that makes sense, since it is necrotic. Okay. That is... Yeah, that's gonna be my...
Okay. Verde, you notice that the part of the skin that got burned away on this undead's face begins to grow back at the start of its turn. Oh, actually,
Mighty
no.
Bodak.
Actually, no. I'm sorry, it doesn't.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, sorry, I got ahead of myself. It's yeah, the burned flesh, like, it looks like it's attempting to regenerate, but it doesn't. It just turns to ash.
Okay.
Yep. It's gonna grab at his face. Parts of the ash is gonna, like, get on his fingers. He looks at it for a minute, for a split second, and then turns his eyes towards you, Verde. I want you to give me a wisdom saving throw as he stares into your soul.
24.
24.
And pause 1 second though on that. My psionic fortitude allows me to have advantage on saving throws I make to avoid or end the charmed or stunned conditions. So
Okay.
if 24 isn't good enough, I can
That's
try for
definitely
25.
definitely good enough.
Okay.
But yeah, you can tell it's trying to do something to you, but you're able to shake it off. Fermi.
Fermi is gonna walk up to this guy. Oh, why do I have Droop also? Okay.
Yeah, I'm Drew.
And-
How you doing?
He's gonna Thunderclap, which is a Con 14 save.
On 14. Rolls a 23.
All right. Then the only thing that happens is that a thunderous sound can be heard up to 100 feet away.
You hear the thunder echo throughout the
the chamber, but instead of hearing an echo of the thunder, you hear the echo of screaming.
Ooh.
No damage though?
No. I mean, yeah, it was a cantrip.
Okay. Crypt Guardian next to Rok'kee. Stretch his hand. Just attempt to swipe you with it.
Let's see.
Rok'kee, a 10 will miss.
Not gonna do it.
Then a 9 will miss.
Yes, it will.
You can tell it's a little shaky after coming out of its tomb.
It's been a while.
Yep.
I mean, 10,000 years will give you such a crick in the neck. You
Yeah.
know?
You did not. No.
He went there.
But you notice that the damage that you did to it heals up Rok'kee.
That ain't good.
Right, Soul.
I am going to attack this guy by Rok'kee with my longbow.
Okay. We'll get a sneak attack.
Yeah, that's why I picked that one.
Yep.
Or I guess actually Fermi, when I decided this, it was before Fermi had moved. All right, 22.
22 will hit. These things don't seem very fast.
Sure, I am wearing them, yes, okay.
Alright, 15 piercing damage. Okay.
Okay, and then, as a bonus action, I will give Verratti a Bardic Inspiration die.
Thank you.
And that is... I guess I should decide if I want to move. I don't think so.
D8.
I mean, I don't know. Am I still cold where I'm standing?
I mean, it's like a noticeable chill.
Yeah, I mean, I'm summer, so I don't really...
Yeah.
I'll move forward.
It's like fogging up around you because of the heat.
Probably move by Verratti. Okay. That is my turn.
Okay. I got you, Fermi. And I got you too, Mouthy. We'll do 2 short bow attacks. He goes, I leveled up too. It's true.
True.
I did an ability score increase. 2 short bow attacks to the thingamabobber. Oh, and he gets a crit. Druba's been good with these crits lately, I'm not gonna lie.
We will take it.
But that will be... First one's 10. And not a good roll in the crit, then -7. So, 17 damage. Okay, Verde.
Alright, I say, you didn't mind fire, Bodak. Let's try a little of this. And I cast, Chromatic Orb.
Okay.
And I'm going to choose, I will choose lightning damage. Seems like something that he would be susceptible to. Alright, that is a 10 to hit.
Operation
Oh, yes, thank you for reminding me. Is that a D8?
D8.
13.
That one hits.
Hey, all right, that's not bad. All right, that is going to be. Wow, that was poor. 3d8 yielded 6 lightning damage.
Kidding me. Kidding me.
411.
Takes full damage.
All right, I'll accept that. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do.
Okay. Rok'kee.
Alrighty. I'm annoyed with these things. I am going to. I know that we talked about the weapon attack, not scaling, but I do with this level have a weapon attack scale, so I want to see how well that works. I am going to use my mace, pull out a Lightbringer, and I'm going to try to hit this one for a...
Is that improved whatever you were talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know Clerics got that.
Yeah, it's called Divine Strike. It's not Smite or anything like
Yeah.
that.
Well, like I mentioned, Paladins get the
Yeah.
same thing. At level like 10 or like 10 or something like that.
I feel like they get it earlier and then another one at 10. I feel like they get it at like
No, because
6
I'm a level 12 Paladin in another
Okay.
game, and I only have one, but I get an improved one like at 17, I think.
Got it.
Yep.
Got it.
But they get 2 attacks, so it
Sure, makes
Yeah.
a lot more sense. Yeah.
But a 12 will hit. These things aren't very fast.
Oh, wonderful. I expect that. So that is going to be. Oh, it's got it for me. So 6 bludgeoning and 7 divine strike, which I will tell you.
Yeah, what type of damage
it
is that?
Psychic. Psychic.
Right, you can tell it's not too phased by that psychic damage.
Okay. Well, that's annoying. These things are punks. Let's see if I have any bonus actions. Nah, I'm good.
Okay.
That was fun.
Verde. You see the singes made by the lightning when it smacked it in the like across the face.
Mm-hmm.
Heal back up.
Entirely or partially?
Partially. He's regenerating health, which he didn't your first attack.
Indeed.
Yeah.
But he also seemed to be resistant to that, so... But that's good information to have, thank you.
He wasn't resistant to the fire.
Oh, I thought he was.
No.
Ah, okay. Well,
But he's just going to ignore Fermi, though, and shamble up towards you. Reach out with one hand. Fist attack. 12.
12 does not hit.
12 does not hit. 26 will hit, though.
Yeah, I can't stop that.
But instead of doing damage to you, he grabs you by your cloak and just grapples you. Target. Yep, it grapples you.
Alright.
Fermi.
Fermi is going to cast Dissonant Whispers on this guy. So that's a Wisdom 14 save.
What was it? 21.
Alright, well, he saves. But he's gonna take... seven psychic damage. Or I'm going to deal 7 psychic damage.
Okay.
So I halved it already.
Again, he doesn't seem to be fazed by it much. The voices in my head mean nothing to me.
Then why are you talking about him, bro? And that's it.
Right. This Guardian is going to give a vengeful glare to you, Rok'kee. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Alright. I'm good at that. 13.
Not good enough.
Well, I rolled a 5.
It's already kind of hard to move in your stone form, but you realize you can't move at all. You are now paralyzed.
That is terrifying to Rok'kee, because maybe he thinks that he's losing his grip on the power that lets him move. He's going. Yeah, that is absolutely scary to him. Okay.
Yeah. Right. Soul.
What do I notice about my arrow piercing wound?
You notice that he's regenerating before he attacks.
Well, I just didn't know if it was like all attacks or some attacks, and so I wasn't sure how just a normal arrow would do.
Yeah, he's regaining health. This is what's happening.
Okay.
Yeah. But pay attention to the clues I'm giving you.
Well, that's what I was trying to. So I wondered if the piercing looked better or worse, or...
It did not heal after the fire.
Okay. I'm gonna do it again. Back at that guy? Yeah, because I'd have to move to do this guy.
If you're shooting an arrow at him, shoot at disadvantage since you have an enemy within 5 feet.
That's why I'm gonna go back to the original guy.
Yeah.
I was gonna try to do both of them, but yeah, now that he's moved right beside me.
10 will miss.
Gonna hit. How often is that one thing? I think it's long rest, not short rest, but let me double check here.
I think it's short rest.
It is short rest. I don't think I want to use it just yet, though.
Yep.
Let me see what bonus actions I have. That's all I'm gonna do.
Right. No movement.
I don't think so.
Right. Do you want me to help you get your free for a day, or you want me to attack the Guardian?
Hit stuff.
I like hitting stuff. Alright, Droop will do 2 short bow attacks. Droop is on fire. Rolls a 21 and a 10. Or a 21 and 19. For 16 piercing damage. He's going to attempt to hide with his bonus action behind this sarcophagi. Rolls a 12. Yeah, he has pretty clear view of where he is. He tries to sneak up in the shadow, but it's like, oh, am I getting taller? That's used to be a lot easier. Right, Verde, you are grappled.
Alright. I am going to use a level 2 spell to cast Misty Step.
Yep.
To surround myself with silvery mist and teleport up to 30 feet away in an unoccupied space I can see. And I am going to choose right there. I'm just gonna teleport just out of the grapple. And then I am also going to cast a cantrip. I believe I am permitted to do so.
Yep.
So I will shoot a firebolt at him. So just flip out and firebolt him up for a 12.
That just hits him.
Magnificent. Thank you for being soft. And that will be 16 fire damage.
Alright.
I say, Baldak, you've been dead for years. We have new rules about consent when touching. It's the end of my turn.
Rocky, you are petrified.
I am petrified.
Petrified or
I
paralyzed?
make a face that looks. Face. Oh, paralyzed, right?
Or paralyzed, yeah.
Paralyzed.
The Guardian. Gonna take one swipe at Soul, one swipe at Fermi. So Soul, it's a 25 hit.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit.
You take 16 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And an additional
Oh no!
22 bludgeoning damage.
Shit!
Oh
my god!
Oh.
What? 16, I'm like, okay, 16, sure, alright. 22?
38.
I didn't even get to roll anything to stop that.
He has
That would
sworn.
have killed Fermi an
He
hour
has
ago.
sworn vengeance on you.
Damn. Well, alright.
That's gonna do the same thing to Fermi. Natural 1. He's gonna miss.
Oh, that's a miss.
Yeah. Fermi.
All right. I'm gonna throw another Dissonant Whispers. 3rd level. So that's a Wisdom 14 save.
Uh, 21.
Wait, isn't that psychic damage though?
Yeah.
Didn't they not take psychic damage?
Can't really do that much else.
You got to replace one spell. You didn't replace one?
I did.
Just not that one?
Not that one.
Okay. That was the one I replaced, was Dissonant Whispers.
Yeah, fair enough. So he succeeded, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that'll be, I guess, 7 again.
7. Right.
Psychic damage that is being dealt. Not
Takes
necessarily being
half
taken, but it's being dealt.
He takes a fraction of that.
Uh-huh. Well, I did have it already.
Yep.
Okay. Yep, fair enough.
Oh, that roll is already halved? Oh, okay, the 7, yeah.
Yeah.
Rocky, you can see this one heal up again.
fine.
You'll just.
Can I stop it?
You're paralyzed.
So no.
He's gonna walk up to Verde. Attempt to grapple you. This one's gonna attempt to grapple you. 21. You are grappled.
Right.
Soul. Okay, healing word, heal for 11.
I can hear her talking in the other room, but I'm shouting that we can't hear her.
Oh gosh, sorry.
There we go.
Sorry, my bad. My bad. I'm sorry. I was eating chips. I muted so that nobody had to hear me crunching.
Oh, we
And then
appreciate that.
forgot. My bad. Okay. So yeah, so that was I was healing word at the 3rd level with only 11. And that is not enough. So I guess I will use an action to drink a healing potion. And that will give me 10 if I use my whole action, right?
Yes.
And that's all I can do. Probably less effectively healing myself than the undead, but you know.
Group will attempt to.
Oh, I want to move. Hang on, I want to move.
You wanna move?
I want to move over here.
Yeah, this is reaction.
Ah, fine. I won't move.
Both of the creatures have reactions. Yeah.
You could move.
If you want to use your bonus action to disengage,
Well, I
and
already
not,
used my
and
bonus
not do that
action.
healing, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I already used, because I thought of that too, but I was like, no, it doesn't give me an extra bonus action that's
Yeah.
only those 3, which
Yeah.
would be a lot more useful, actually, but. So yeah, so I cannot disengage because I already used my bonus action.
Group does go, these things seem pretty tough.
Yeah, and we're not damaging them. Like,
The one near Fermi and Sol does look bloody. Short bow. Hits both time. 14 damage to this one. Next to Fermi. Oh, I forgot to actually do my hide. That's fine, I'll do it now. Dex. Natural 1.
ooh.
So Droop rolled a natural 1 on an ability check, if that means anything.
I mean, oh, yeah.
Fantastic, yeah.
I mean, better that than, well, like, I'll take that if it means he's rolling crits on the attacks.
Yeah.
Right. Verde, you are grappled again. Oh, and by the way, Rok'kee, you are not paralyzed anymore, but you're now frightened of that Crypt Guardian.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot to mention that.
Problem.
I am going to cast Hideous Laughter on the gentleman who is grappling me. That is a Wisdom 15 save.
Okay. Rolls a 20.
Burn and blot. Burn and blot. All right.
What if I made it a charisma throw?
I mean, that's entirely up to you.
Where's my thing?
But I think he rolled a 20 either way.
Okay.
Yeah, roll pretty
I mean,
high.
I mean, I'll do the appropriate negative or plus to it, but
Yeah, but it probably won't make a difference.
Yeah, but he's got to have a difference.
Yeah, it was like charisma
5.
would have to be like -5, so.
Yeah, so it'd have to be like 4 wisdom and -1 charisma or something. So, okay, well then I am going to. Man, parsnips. I'm going to stay grappled.
Okay.
I'm going to sit at one of the glowing eyes, his right eye.
unfazed.
All right.
Right, Rocky.
All right. Rok'kee is very upset with these things. They're being mean to him and his friends. I'm going to try to use my turn undead as a. I'm gonna ask you, and you don't have to tell me, but can you tell me if they are undead creatures? They seem to be, for sure.
Oh, these are definitely undead.
Perfect. I would like to try to turn undead. And what that is going to be is, I muster all my strength. I think to myself, I'm scared of you, I'll make you scared of me. And it's basically any undead within 30 feet has to make a wisdom saving throw, DC 17. We'll see what happens to these guys if they fail it.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
The one next to you rolls a 5.
Okay.
The other one rolls a 5.
Awesome. So you can read the effects, but however, at 5th level, my turn undead became destroy undead. So based on these people's challenge rating, if they are 1 or lower, because now I'm level 8.
They're definitely higher than level 1.
Okay. Well, it was worth it. Worth a try.
Yeah. But they are.
It's CR, not level, though, right? Does that make a difference?
Yeah, it's CR. Not
That
CR.
1 or lower is a CR.
Yeah.
So basically, skeletons would die.
Well, just saying.
Yeah.
I didn't metagame. I didn't look these guys up before I made this call.
Let's use this turn to move as far away as you can. Okay.
So that was an action, and here is what I would like to do. I want to do a bonus action, and but what I need to do in order to do that is I'm going to use this skill called Embodiment of the Law, which lets me change an enchantment school's spell to be a bonus action instead of one action, and I am going to use. I'm going to cast Bless, which is going to give Droop and Soul and Fermi or Veride, do you guys are you guys making attack rolls?
No, all my stuff
Yeah.
is save driven.
I am
And
using
then-
attack roll.
And Veride. So you guys are all going to be able to an extra D4 when you make an attack roll. And then the last thing, you're welcome. And then the last thing, Joey, sorry this is going on for so much, is Voice of Authority. When I cast a spell with a first level or higher targeting an ally, that ally can use their reaction immediately to make a weapon attack against a creature of my choice that I can
It
see.
won't be turned anymore if you do that, if they take damage.
Really?
Yep. its turn for 1 minute or until it takes any damage.
Okay. That would be fine, because really I was hoping to get you to do a gotcha with the destroy. So what we are going to have happen is I am going to have sneak attack. Let's roll the sneak attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I request I point to the one in front of me. I point to Soul, and I point to the one in front of me, and I make a. Oh no, I don't. Not Soul. Yeah. I point to Soul, and I point to the one in front of her, and make a stabby motion. So if you want to use your reaction, that's up to you. It is going to take your reaction to do it, but you can make a weapon attack against.
Okay, yeah.
Sneak attacks don't work on reactions.
Boo!
What?
Hold on, I'm getting first level. Once per turn.
Oh, it is once.
Well,
Deal
but
with the
last
first
turn I
one?
didn't fight anyone.
Yeah, but it's not your turn anymore.
Oh, I see.
I mean, I remember hearing about this. It's no sneak attacks on a reaction.
Okay. And then I will say, instead of Soul, I'm gonna have Droop do it, because he's rolling fire.
Does it have to be melee? Can it be ranged?
It just says weapon attack, so I assume that it can be ranged.
Okay. Rolls a 28.
Perfect.
9. And Verde, he does ungrapple you.
Exquisite.
Perfect. Yay. Sorry, I've been thinking. I planned a lot during that turn. And it's finally over.
Guardian. Fermi, give me a wisdom saving throw. It does a vengeful glare in your direction.
Alright. 6.
Alright, you are now paralyzed.
Okay.
So your next turn is basically that. Crypt Guardian's basically going to attempt to go. He's gonna crash into the sarcophagi and attempt to, like, stuff himself in there. As he goes, the light burns! But now he is fully healed. Soul.
The bad guy is fully healed?
Yeah, he's been regenerating each turn.
But then he went into the sarcophagi.
Yep.
This is.
Soul.
Alright, well. I guess I'll rapier attack the guy beside me, or close to me, or whatever.
18 hits.
Okay. For 6 damage.
6 damage.
Alright, and Bardic Inspiration die to Fermi
Ooh.
for my bonus action.
I keep forgetting to do that.
Well, I like to make sure that I have at least one Bardic Inspiration used, because otherwise the natural one is no good to give it back to me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I do. Every time I see, like, I get it back, I'm like, okay, I've got to give it away again.
Give it away.
Yeah, that's, because I still can't move, because I didn't disengage, I gave a thing. So that's my turn.
Okay. Bless isn't as good as Bardic Inspiration, but I'll take it. It's more of a consistent blessing instead of all at once, you know? Yeah, you know how it is. Do two short bows, 20 and 13. For 13 damage. And he'll attempt to hide. Finally, he hides in the shadows. Alright, Verde.
The one between Fermi and Soul, I am going to just hit with a firebolt. It's a D12, not a D20. All right. Ooh, thank goodness for that bless. 12.
Well, we'll just hit it.
Yeah. All right. And damage will be 11 fire.
It's finally starting to look pretty hurt.
Alright.
Rok'kee. The source of your frightened person is now out of line of sight since he's in the sarcophagus. So you technically don't have the frightened condition since you can't see him.
Is that for Brice?
Yeah.
He is away for a second. We might want to do him out of turn.
Okay, we'll do the Guardian next. He's going to attempt to do a vengeful glare on Soul, then. Soul, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Swim.
19.
Okay. You are not paralyzed.
I actually had a question about, so they're paralyzing, and then when you're unparalyzed, you're frightened?
Yes.
So I don't think that this would have any effect on it because it's paralyzed with frightened as the whatever, an additional effect. But I did pick up something called Counter Charm, which is, as an action you could perform until the end of your next turn. During that time, you and any friendly creatures within 30 feet hear you and gain advantage on saving throws against being frightened or charmed. But I'm assuming that wouldn't work in this case.
Yeah, this is like
it's against being paralyzed, not against being.
Yeah, the frightened is a
okay.
Another effect.
That's what I thought, but since it keeps happening, I thought I would check.
Oh, you can also save against the frightened condition at the end of each turn too. How about that?
Okay.
Oh yeah, but you succeed, so you're good.
Yeah.
Brice, you back? Well, I'm gonna.
I can go.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Fermi, you are now frightened of him, but you're not paralyzed anymore.
Okay. Frightened. Disadvantage. Okay. I'm going to thunderclap this guy again, so that's a con 14 save. They've saved every time. I feel like I'm not going to get him this way.
These things are tough. Roll 21.
Yeah, Fermi almost gets the sense that we should just bail. Run away.
Soul has been thinking that for at least 4 rounds.
Yeah.
This thing is almost.
So is Whit, but Fermi is voicing it now.
Yeah. Might just go for Brice. Hold on.
I was just wondering, sometimes, are we gonna have to learn to start running away from things?
It would be a good attack for Brice. If I was Brice, what would I do? I'm gonna close my eyes and do Spirit Guardians.
Is that what Brice sounds like to you?
Yeah.
That's kind of
All right.
close.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a just cantrips.
I was like, Toll the Dead is the only one I ever remember.
I just got back. What's up?
I was
Is it
about
me?
to do a sacred flame to the
Well,
Crypt Guardian.
I wouldn't do Toll the Dead because that's necrotic, I think, or
Yeah.
psychic.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I was just thinking of things that you like to use.
Now that they're finally away from me, I want to use Guiding Bolt on this one. That's one of my damaging ones. So the one against the wall here.
So they were when you were gone. They were suggesting running away, and since that one's out of commission for a bit, you might want to use it on the other one.
Okay. Okay, that's fine by me. That actually works out. I don't. These colors don't run. Alright, I'm going to cast it as second level. A 26.
6 will hit.
So 22 radiant damage. That's a type that I haven't tried yet. Well, I guess I have. No, yeah, I haven't tried that one.
I feel like you've done radiant damage before.
No, not in this battle. Not
Yeah.
on these guys.
He takes all of it.
22 of it. Is he still alive?
He's like burning with radiant energy inside of him. Like he's in like his what remains of his skin are just burning up in flames. His ligaments are barely keeping him together, but he's still standing.
Well, hopefully not for long, because the next attack is going to have advantage on him from my Guiding Bolt.
This guardian lifts up the sarcophagi lid and puts it back in place. Right, so
Oh, the bad guys were suggesting running, not our crew. Is that what
No.
you said? Oh,
No, Fermi and Soul are like, you know what?
Okay.
These guys might be too hard. Maybe we should
Almost
learn to
dead.
start walking away.
okay. Oh, because maybe they just guard this room and we can just mosey on out.
Well, and like I was thinking earlier, like that the hallways are cold. Maybe they won't like the cold and follow us. But okay, so I will use my rapier again because I'm melee here. That's a 6. Do I still get?
you get advantage,
Ooh,
yeah.
that's a natural 1 though. I get my bardic inspiration die for that.
But you technically
But I
didn't roll
still
it
have a.
because you technically didn't roll it because you roll advantage.
I roll advantage.
Yep, because of guiding bolt.
And I get a D4? Oh, because the advantage is from the thing
Yep.
that. Yeah. Okay. There's the second one then. 14.
14 will hit.
Okay.
Oh, and that D4 is not it's not like inspiration. It's not a one-time use. It is permanent while my concentration is up.
Yep, for every roll.
Okay. Well, and that's why I was like, oh, with the 6,
Yeah.
can I use the D4? But then I had advantage, so I didn't need to.
So you skewer this thing in the ball of holy light that's bursting out of its midsection, goes right through him. And he just looks down, he begins screaming an unholy scream. And for a moment, the green goes out of his eyes. And you just see these hollowed out, husk where there would be, but his voice changes and it goes, "Cleanse the tomb," as he turns to dust. And Droop goes, "Let's get out of here until that thing wakes up again."
I feel like we should cleanse the tomb.
Do that. I don't have time for this.
Yeah, didn't that thing want to cleanse the tomb of us? Like,
I say we run, bitches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems that no one is objecting.
Nope.
All right, let's run, bitches. Oh, wait, hang on. Okay, everybody into the hallway.
Run deeper into the...
I'll take up the
Okay,
rear.
got it.
Well, like, when I stepped into the hallway, I was going to come down and, like, look at the end before we started opening doors. Now I'm afraid that is a terrible idea. I'm still going to do it. Everybody just stand inside the hallway. Don't draw the attention to the guy, right?
Yeah, Fermi doesn't feel confident in his decision-making, so he's following whatever Soul says.
Okay, yeah, so just, like, stay here. And I'm going to very carefully sneak just to the end here.
So as you take a few steps in,
Damn it!
you feel a definitely chill in the air.
Again?
Well, yeah, it's the hallway. It didn't change. And...
Well, I mean, again, and. It's the and part that I'm like, again. Someone else is coming? Jeez. The other two, probably. So I'm trying to get to the end of the hallway to see if we can run.
So as you take a few steps in, you see Viridae. You see Viridae lying dead on the floor in the middle of this hallway.
I spin around and look behind me.
Soul just gasps.
Yeah, and you see there's a familiar crack in the middle of her head, and it's hollow inside. There's nothing in there.
So no different.
And it's like twitching and drooling on the floor, like it's having a spasm.
I look at
Her ratty or the hole?
Do I just see everybody looking at me?
Yeah, you see it too, Viridae.
Yeah,
I see the image
I spun
of me.
around and looked at Viridae to see, like, do I see regular Viridae?
Yes.
Okay.
So only Soul sees.
Oh no, everyone sees this in the middle of the floor.
I cast Mage Hand and I poke the Mage Hand finger into the hole in my skull.
Gross. But as you get close to it, the mage hand, it fades away like it's made of mist.
That was spooky.
I slowly nod.
I'm very unhappy with all of this.
We should make haste.
But you do see in this hallway 3 doors on the north side.
All right. Soul is going to try one more time.
This time you can go to the end of the hallway.
I was like, I will take 2 steps first to see if anything happens.
It's a long hallway. Stuff can happen.
Okay, and then right at the edge, and I'm just going to barely peek around the corners.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
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 So you do see something that's not on the map right
Well,
now.
so I was sneaking. So even though I'm right in front, my hood's down, I'm moving super slow.
So most of this room has collapsed into a flooded pit. The dark water ripples and splashes strangely, as though something lurks deep within it. And you do see a deep gnome. A gray-skinned gnome. Show you a picture of this gentleman. You see a elderly deep gnome in kind of adventuring attire. He's shriveled and he's just standing knee deep in this water, and he looks really nervous as the wave splashes around him.
Aww.
Give me a stealth check, see if he notices you, Soul.
16. Yeah, he doesn't notice you. He's just looking around nervous. He's gripping his cane. He's shivering. His knees look like they're about to give out. But he keeps glancing at his feet. And, like, he keeps glancing behind him.
I was like, so I look at his feet. Do I see anything weird there?
Give me a perception check.
13?
13. There's something moving at his feet. You see kind of waves kind of form.
Okay, I am going to sneakily creep back to my peoples.
But you hear him say, "If I don't move, they won't find me. If I don't move, they may not find me."
I'm still going back to my peoples. I'm a cruel and heartless bitch.
No, you're a strategic bitch.
Right? So I'm going to come back and I'm going to be like,
Yeah.
okay, guys, here's the thing. There's this old gnome there standing in, it was shallow water, right?
River Bedell, you found him.
I don't know. Hang on, Ferrati. I don't know if it's River Bedell.
What did he look like? Did he look like an old gnome who was all shriveled up?
Well, you would know River Bedell as a young gnome, not much older than you are. Young and full of life.
Yeah, it was definitely not a young gnome. It was an old one. So it's got to be somebody else.
Yeah.
But anyway, he seems to be in some sort of trouble. He's standing in the water. He's really nervous. There are things at his feet. I feel like he's not in a good place. So, do we just go down and... I feel a little rude to check these rooms when we've got someone that seems to need help at the end there. Plus, time is of the essence, and I'm tapping on my wrist. And, like, cutting my eyes to the side at Fermi, like, remember, guys? He's got a mouth on his shoulder. Remember that.
I've been keeping quiet as a courtesy.
Well, he can't see me leaning my head. Or maybe he can. Oh my god, that's more scary.
Well, this gnome might know where River Bedell is, so I'm gonna go, and I start moseying.
And I'll grab Fermi's arm, squeeze his hand reassuringly, and we will walk to the end of the hall with Ferrati.
Yep.
Okay. Do you make yourself seen?
Soul doesn't.
Verde, you do see an old deep gnome. It looks like Riven Bedell, but much, much, much older. And as you kind of walk in, this gnome turns, and he goes, "Verde!" He makes a splash. And this serpentine-like water tendril, the head of a dragon, kind of lifts up. And he goes, "Oh, no, not again."
I knew I saved my spells for a good reason.
And he starts, like, kind of poking at him with his water snoot. He goes, "Oh, he hasn't attacked me yet. He's just been, like, playing with me like I'm a little toy. Thought if I would... Verde, what are you doing here? Thought you were dead."
I say in Gnomish, "Back away, get out of the water. We got him."
Yeah. He's not the one I'm worried about.
What are you worried about?
Ash beneath the water. Oh, thought you were dead, Verde.
I'm alive. I came to find you.
Okay. Thought I could escape through here. I was wrong. Oh.
Well, you come out of the water.
And the tendrils just keeps, like, kind of wrapping around him, kind of nuzzling against his
against his cheek. You can almost swear he's purring.
Nice and easy.
Okay.
We'll just take one step back.
Are you prepared for the Hydra? There's a Hydra here.
Oh, cool.
Oh, no problem. Just take a step out.
I mean, don't we want to prepare for a Hydra first?
Very deep.
You guys prepare if you want to. I stepped into the door to clear the doorway for you, and I'm casting mage armor on myself.
It's a heavy sleeper, but if I make any noise in the water.
I'm gonna look for the nearest object that I can animate that looks like it's,
You may have to
robust and
you may have to open one of these rooms. These hallways are pretty sparse.
I'm gonna cast Gust Barrier.
Okay. Want to open this room in front of you? Might be a good idea.
am gonna open this room in front of me, yeah.
A stone slab in the middle of this room bears a few metal tools covered in dust. A deep basin is near the slab. Wall carvings show dwarves reverently tending to the dead. And you can see the wall carvings depict dwarfs dressing and armoring, they're preparing the corpses by dressing them in ornate armor. You see the basin holds some pieces of armor.
Can I animate this slab?
Sure, yeah. The tools and stuff fall off it. They clank to the ground. But the table comes to life. That's 45 hit points now?
It's 50, actually.
50? Okay. 10 hit points. Nice. Alright. Stomps forward.
Nice. Alright, Fermi feels a little bit better. 3% better.
So, you want to heal up a little bit?
Yeah. I think I'll just take another potion.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a run for it. I have a hideout in the hallway up there where it's safe.
Nice and easy.
Okay.
Just one step at a time.
And when the water tendril is distracted for a moment, he makes a dash for it. The tendril leaps forward, but can't get out of the water. Kind of reaches toward him, and then from behind him, the water kind of starts to displace. Like something enormous is breaching from it.
This foe is beyond any of us. Run!
Pull armor for this thing. Hold on. And you see one head appear from the water. He gives a big yawn. That's this enormous yawn. And then another head, like serpent head. And you notice that the tendrils kind of mimicking what this hydra looks like. And then another head, and another, and another.
Why are there so many?
Because it's a hydra. It turns your head towards Verde, and we're separated on the hallway. Where
We're going to roll initiative.
Late.
You guys got this. I can't be much help. I'll be rooting for you.
Do we?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, again, feel like we should bail.
Yeah, this does feel like a foe beyond any of us.
Right, the Hydra will be up first. How fast is this thing? Okay, yep. It's going to stomp out of the stomp out of the water. You know, it's like almost has the body of a dragon. But, you know, instead of one head, there are 5.
I thought it looked a little like Tiamat.
Yeah.
Tiamat adjacent. Let's see here. Well, that's basically gonna get to the hallway.
Does it look like it can fit down that hallway?
If it squeezes. Rivendell is gonna get far, far away. You hear a door slam. Alright, Fermi, your turn.
Yeah. Fermi is going to polymorph into a giant crocodile.
Okay. So you're casting polymorph on yourself.
Yeah.
So you're concentrating on that, right? When it's polymorph.
Yes.
Okay. Oh wait, you're up first. I don't know why. I thought the Oh wait, he was first. Okay, 18. Right. So
Yeah.
describe how you polymorph yourself. What horrors await us?
Well, Fermi wants to be anything other than himself right now, so it's just the natural instinct that came into him, and he thought about his options, and you know, polymorph is relatively new to him, but you know, he was thinking about, you know, large creatures because this Hydra is very large, obviously. So, thinking through the options, he was like, yeah, damage, blah blah blah, but like his instinct was to, you know, grapple and try to tamp this thing down so that everyone else can wail on it, or so that they can get away, and then Fermi can either get away with them or get rid of his shoulder mouth by getting killed.
Where do you polymorph? You polymorph in the hallway, which you will be cramped.
Yeah, no,
or like right here.
Yeah, I think I want to be in the the mouth of the hallway here.
Okay.
But I want to leave enough room for Verati to get by it if she needs to.
Yeah, treat it as difficult terrain.
Okay. Do I get to go?
I'm guessing
Or-
that's. I'm guessing that's.
Almost my action, right?
Yeah, that's an action, I imagine.
Yeah. So I think that's it.
But you're blocking the. You're blocking the. Well, no, it's a large creature behind it. So if you have. Well, not large. He's huge. If you have line of sight, should be good in a ranged attack. All right, Rok'kee.
All right. Well, Rok'kee is going to step back a little from all of this craziness and is gonna use Bless again. That was pretty cool. And we're gonna do that to Soul, Verdi, and Fermi this time.
Thank you.
And what I would like to do is then also engage my ability to let Fermi make a weapon attack as a reaction on
The Firmidile?
yeah, the Firmidile. I assume, weapons, like natural weapons are weapons, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
just.
bite is a melee weapon attack.
Perfect.
Can you. Is Bless line of sight?
Bless is... It doesn't say so. 3 creatures of your choice within range.
Because you can't see Verde right now.
Oh, can't even see it. Yeah.
Well, it's just out of line of sight. But if there's no line of sight, that's good.
Got it. That does bring up a question for you, though. I do have to be able to see a creature for that special ability to work. Can I see around the crocodile or over it at any of the enemies over there?
Are you talking about Bless or?
No, it's called Voice of Authority. That's gonna let Firmidile make an attack.
Well, I mean, he's right there. You can definitely see him.
Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, then so you.
It's hard to miss this crocodile.
Oh no! The enemies behind him. Is he blocking my sight to enemies past
Oh no,
him?
no, you can see him.
Okay, perfect. What's the bigger? What do we want?
Crocodiles are huge, but it's because they're really long.
Gotcha. He's short and long. Okay. Yeah, let's attack the Hydra here. So yeah, you can make a weapon attack.
All right, do you have the stats? With
For the crocodile?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You have a bite attack. You have a tail attack.
Yep.
Do whichever one's the strongest.
All right. So I'll do a bite. Oh no. 11.
Wow.
Yep, it's not enough.
Don't you have a D4?
Yes. Ooh, okay, 15.
Oh, that hits.
Ha!
Okay.
What a blessing.
3d10 plus 5. Piercing. Nope.
That was a 310 plus 5. So.
Yeah, no, I know.
Remember, you can do
There we go.
crystal dice icon. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Well. So 21 piercing, and the target is grappled. Escape DC 16.
Right.
Fermi wonders to himself, I wonder if we're meant to fight this thing or bail. But here we are.
You're thinking it, can't say it. Alright.
Cole is thinking, I bet we were expected to check in every single room before getting down here. Watch, there have been something very helpful in one of those rooms.
Hydra spray.
Right.
Hydra repellent.
The water tendril is going to go beneath the water and then appear next to you, Verde. Attempt to restrict around you. 7 will miss, though.
Indeed.
You're just going to leap over the crocodile. He's actually going to go on your back. I'm not afraid of this thing. It's going to move your second. Hold on. Gonna hop on the crocodile's back. Gonna aim for one of the heads. Short bow, 14 will miss. 28 will hit. For 9 piercing.
Droop is dropping 28s on the attack. Nice work.
Oh, that's actually a 19. So that is a crit.
What is Drew?
I know.
He is a fighter he's a warrior subclass. He gets a critical on 19s or 20s.
Nice.
Wow.
Jealous.
Yeah?
A little bit.
Make sure. It's hard to read. It says 19 plus, yeah. Right, an extra d6. Extra 2 damage. Right, Verde.
I'm going to cast a fireball right there. That should eliminate damage to my friends, or my traveling companions might be more accurate. Dex 15 save for the Hydra.
15. You should be able to get both of them. Let's see why.
Well, I guess I wasn't thinking I could cast it, an area on the ground, but I guess there's no reason I can't cast it on the surface of the water. Sure.
Yeah. You can cast it anywhere. Yeah, if you just do it like over here.
Yeah, that works then.
Dex save?
Dex save 15.
Save 15. Hydra rolls a 5.
Nice.
The tendril rolls a natural 1.
That means it takes double damage, right?
That's how it works, yeah.
Alright, well, 24 fire damage.
24. All of the Hydra's heads, real in pain. Water weird. The water tendril doesn't seem too bothered by it.
Oh. Alright.
You see the water kind of boil.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of hoping to boil half of him away, make him a small creature or something. I am going to stay in place, and that will be my turn.
Alright. So that's reading Hydra stuff. But Soul, it's your turn.
All right. right, I am going to phase step here and cause 3 fire damage to the Hydra. Sure, that's really gonna hurt.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave at the 3rd level.
Alright. Is that the 15-foot square?
Yes, so it is going to hit Fermi. And maybe Verratti too.
Are you in the water
So
temp?
it is 15 feet around me.
So it originates from you.
Yes, into a 15-foot cube.
That means it's like this.
But with me on the center.
Nope. It originates from you, not from the... It doesn't... It's not the center of you.
Ooh.
I mean, trust me, we had this...
Okay, hey.
When
great,
we were...
Fantastic. Then I'm not hitting my folks, so
yeah,
that
when
worked.
when we were new to D&D, we thought the same thing, but no, it's like you're earthbending the thing in front of you, not around you.
Okay.
Yep.
And that is going to be...
It's Constitution save.
Yep.
22.
Well,
Because he takes half that.
That'll do it. Yeah, it'll be half. And it would have pushed them, but half, they don't get pushed.
Alright. It's finally the Hydra's turn, and he has a buffet.
Yep. And I'm right there!
Yep.
Well, he is grappled.
He is grappled. Means he can't move. So... But, like, he has, like, full vision. These heads are looking all around him at all times. So, one attack against the crocodile. A 15?
Hit.
Hit. You take 6 piercing damage.
Okay.
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
How do I do that with just, like, the normal stats? Is it...
Pretty sure only wisdom and intelligence carry over.
Yeah. I'm looking at the stat sheet for the giant crocodile. I just don't know what to apply for a saving roll versus an actual check.
It'll be a +3.
Okay.
Unless he's proficient in it, which he isn't.
7.
7, alright. Unfortunately, your concentration ends.
Yep. Oh, do I get the D4? 10.
Yes.
You
10?
do.
Hold
Saving
on.
throw.
No, I haven't rolled it. Hold on. Nope. 8.
8, okay, yeah. Concentration, polymorphing yourself is dangerous because you're concentrating on it. But yeah, you turn back to Fermi. Another head gives a grin and gonna try biting you again. Your squishy form.
Yep. Well, we have the same AC, actually. Me and the crocodile.
Yeah. Natural 20
Okay.
for 17 piercing damage.
Uh-huh.
So that is a natural 20 soul. If you want to do
From
your...
the-
Fermi.
Wait, say that again? What
Yeah,
is this?
the creature did a natural 20. Does it, so if you want to use one of your bard abilities.
So that, if he scored a 20, then for a minute or until he suffers a critical hit, any weapon attack scores a critical hit on a roll of 18 to 20. And I'll use my reaction for that.
Okay.
So roll 18 to 20s, guys.
Oh,
Use
okay.
weapon attacks.
And use weapon attacks, yeah.
Yeah. Another bite towards Fermi. This is a 13 hit.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry, not Fermi, soul. Probably not.
It does not.
Alright. Fourth attack,
to Soul. Natural 1 will miss.
Yes.
And then one attack to Droop. 14 will miss. This thing must still be drowsy. Half its head are still half asleep. Right, Fermi, your turn.
Okay. Can I have my slab table go first?
Yes.
Since he didn't go before.
If you want to, it's whatever.
Because I forgot. Yeah.
Well, normally I will let you do that, but it's already your turn again, so... But, he can go.
Oh, no. I don't mean, like, for the last round. I mean, like...
Oh, yeah, if you want to, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so, let's see. Speed. Oh, no. Yeah. So, he's gonna run up and do a force-empowered slam for 25.
25. Theoretically. How would this stone table decapitate one of the heads?
Well, it would kind of have to happen where one of the heads was, you know, swinging itself down in order to sort of like slam against one of us down here. But while it was doing that, the table kind of jumped as high as it possibly can and kind of land on its back on top of the neck of that head.
Okay,
You know?
yeah. So it crushes it.
Well, yeah, it severs the head from, like, the landing on the neck either, does...
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Like, this black ichor blood starts pouring from it as the head stump begins, like, flailing around and it just goes limp.
Yeah.
Way to go, table.
And Fermi is going to do Dissonant Whispers level 1 against this thing, against the Hydra, which is the Wisdom 14 save. See what happens.
He rolls it 4 times because of the 4 heads. No, I'm just kidding. Rolls a 14.
Okay, well the save is 14, so he wins, right?
He
Yes.
always wins when it ties. We never win when we tie. Only the bad guy.
No,
Okay.
I mean, every time I see a tie, we are the ones losing it. So
So I rolled 14 total damage. It's psychic damage.
Take half that. Finally, something not resistant to psychic.
Nice.
It's about time.
Right, Rok'kee.
All right.
Oh, let's Fermi. You have anything else?
No, that was it.
Okay.
Rok'kee is gonna come up here, gonna cast a spiritual weapon out of 3rd level spell slot, and cast. We are gonna go after the Hydra here, which is everyone else. Let me check my range here. 60 feet, so yeah, I can flop it over there if I want, I guess. And so that is a 22.
22 hits.
And just make sure this picked up the second roll. It didn't. So it is 12 plus.
Isn't Spiritual Weapon one of those ones where it only increases damage every other spell level?
When you 3rd level or higher, the damage increases. Oh, yes, that's why it isn't. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That is very...
It's weird, yeah.
Yeah, that is weirdly worded. Okay, so the 12 is correct.
Yeah, so if you want to do it at 2nd level, you can.
Honestly, I'm almost out of 2nd level slots, and I have all of my 3rd open. So,
okay, yeah.
still gonna do it that way.
Wonder if that's different for the new ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That is 12 force damage.
Poke at the stump.
Yeah. And since that was a bonus action, was a spell cast, I'm gonna try Toll the Dead on the Hydra. A DC 17 Wisdom.
Okay. Natural 20.
Of course it is.
Yeah. He's multiple heads.
Yeah, I guess that's true with all the wisdom stacks.
Yeah. Actually, he doesn't have any bonus wisdom.
Funny.
Yeah. Alright, the water tendril is going to attempt to... Oh, anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Water tendril is going to try to grapple Verde again.
Everyone just wants to touch me.
Yeah, without permission. That is a crit. So
Does that mean I'm extra grappled?
Means you're extra grappled, and he rolled very well. You take 33 bludgeoning damage.
1 second, though. I'm sorry. Was that a grapple attempt, or was that a straight attack he was trying to match my AC?
He is constricting, so yeah, he attacked you. Natural 20.
Okay. Because it was a crit success, will shield, even if I can exceed that 20, will shield not work because it was a crit?
It's my understanding crits always hit.
Alright, that is what I thought. Alright, how bad is it?
33.
33 water damage.
Do crits always hit? It's always been my understanding, but it might be one of those misunderstoods.
I think you're right.
Crit will always hit, yeah.
Okay.
I think it's skill rolls. Doesn't guarantee a hit on critical.
Gotcha.
And you are... Yeah, you are grappled. And he starts to pull you under the water. You are now submerged. Droop. As the, Droop, what do you do? Well, Joey, I'm going to, fall to the ground on my butt since the crocodile disappeared, and,
Okay.
and the water tendril is completely submerged now. He can't see anymore, but he's gonna see you pull you under Verde, and Droop's gonna leap in after you. Don't worry, Verde! Takes out his sword. Ah! He will do 2 sword attacks. 27, 28. Oh, too bad I didn't hit the Hydra with that. Would have been a crit. 1, 2, 3. 4 does some damage, but hard to hit him on the water. Right, Verde, you're now suffocating.
Indeed. I am going to look up. How clear is how clear is the water?
Hydra's been sleeping here. So kind of dirty.
So, do you think I could see the shoreline from how far I've been drug in?
You can, yeah. You're about 5 feet under.
All right, I am then going to Misty Step. And that can get me 30 feet. And so I'm gonna transport myself over by this pen.
Okay.
I'm just gonna stay on the other side of that whipper. And then I... Go ahead.
I'm about to say so many Misty Steps.
Well, I picked it up and it has been useful.
Yeah, it's been useful.
Right, and as that is a bonus action, I will then poke my head around and firebolt the Hydra.
Okay.
That will be... Let's see here. I'm also blessed, correct?
You are.
15 to hit.
15 will hit it.
Magnificent. And 11 fire.
It's definitely looking hurt and annoyed. Soul. There, Soul. You muted.
No, I'm here. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Bane on both of them,
Okay.
which is a DC 14 Charisma save.
Charisma save. The Tendril rolls a 6. Hydra, whose name is Grindlejaw, by the way.
Jaw.
Yeah. Charisma, he rolls a 16.
Alright, well, he's the one I needed to hit the most, but he passes.
And there's a poor fish that also gets baned in the pool.
Oh, poor fish. Well, I guess as long as we don't attack it,
Yeah.
attack us, it'll be alright. So the water thing, we'll have to roll a d4 to subtract from attack and saving throws.
Alright.
And then bonus actions. I guess I will use my cunning action
Mm-hmm.
that I just picked up as a rogue level 2 and disengage
Ooh, nice.
That's useful.
and move this way.
Hydra tries to snap at you, but you're able to swiftly dodge between its jaws.
Yay!
Paradigm's like, don't lead them this way.
One of the Hydra's heads begins like gnawing at the neck stump and like taking out the bits of flesh, like spitting it out, and 2 new heads sprout from the old one, what the stump was. Now has 6 heads.
Oh, jeez.
Right. One attack
Well, that was
towards one
yeah.
attack towards Fermi.
What?
No, 2 attacks. 18.
Hit.
10. Oh, 18 for 13 piercing.
Okay.
A 10 will miss.
Well, did you oh no, he didn't lose the
Yeah.
roll. Never mind. Sorry. My bad.
A 10 will miss.
Yep.
Natural 1 will miss. Frustrated, he's going to take a step forward. Attack Soul. A 12 will miss.
Yep.
A 16 will hit, I
Will
imagine.
hit.
7 piercing.
Okay.
Then he'll reach around the corner, attack Faraday for another natural 1.
As it should be.
Right, Fermi.
Well, first, the table is going to go with a force-empowered slam. For 23.
23 hits.
So that'll be 6 force damage. And, this creature is going to be subject to irrepressible dance.
Yeah, it has his movement decreased.
Yeah.
You know what I realized before when you said 25? That was the attack roll, right?
Yeah.
Not the damage.
No.
Yeah, okay.
The number I said after that was the damage.
Yeah, I was just so excited.
It was like 5 or something.
Don't worry, we'll keep it.
Okay. And then Fermi is going to...
There's like a damage threshold for heads being destroyed.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And that's why he killed the one head.
Yep.
Got it. Okay. Yep.
I was thinking, man, it's a lot of damage for that. I remember it doing that much damage.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Fermi is going to toss a massive dissonant whispers at the Hydra at a level 4. So that's a wisdom 14 save.
Okay. 14. Some save. 18.
Okay, it saves, so it's going to take 12 psychic damage.
12 psychic, alright.
And that's it.
Alright, Rok'kee. It's looking hurt.
Good. Rok'kee is going to just get our attack out of the way on the Hydra with the spiritual weapon there. A 28
20 will hit.
for 11 force damage.
That is a crit. These are all 19.
What? Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah, 18, 19, 20.
18, 19, 20 because of my Tale of Hubris.
that's awesome. Then I will roll another 1d8 to go along with that.
Yep.
1. Add 1 damage to that.
Swan?
Wonderful. Hey, I'm not going to turn it down. And then for a... Gosh, I don't want to use up so many slots, so I'm not going to.
That's why I got cantrips, yeah.
Yeah, I am going to tried and true Toll the Dead on it because that's 2d10 with a wisdom saving throw. Don't crit succeed this time.
Wisdom save. It's not working. We roll it normally. Rolls a 2. Oh, there it goes.
11 necrotic damage.
Is that with the increase because he's...
It is with the increase.
Okay. His heads are flailing around as this necrotic damage is causing bits of its scales to like decay off him.
Gross.
He's still standing though.
For now.
Anything else?
That's it.
Right. Water Weird is going to attempt to constrict Strict Droop. And 18 will... Wait, will it hit him? Yep, 18 will hit him. Following, you're taking some damage. 16. Now he is... He's already underwater, but now he's grappled. Oh wait. 1d4. He is not grappled. As the Bane saves him.
Oh, yay!
Yeah. He's under the water. He is invisible. So he will attempt to hit. You know where he is, though, so he'll attack right in front of him. Disadvantage. 11 and 22. 22 will hit. 4. 7 slashing. He's going to bonus action disengage. Escape from the water. Not towards the Hydra. Right, Verde.
I believe I'm just going to poke my head out from around this corner and throw a firebolt at the Hydra.
Okay.
For a 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
Right. That will be 15 fire damage.
How do you kill a Hydra?
Oh gosh. Well,
How do you kill each head?
So, the firebolt hits the one head, which bursts into flame. The fire, with surprising veracity, spreads to the other heads. And we sit here and listen to the death throes of a burning alive Hydra. And as it kind of dies and shrivels to the ground, I'll step out and look really proud of myself.
Yeah, you hit it. Hit it in its real head. All right. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay, Soul. You know that the water weird is in the water tendril is in the water, but you can't see anything. And you know it can't leave it. Leave the water.
Does that mean I shouldn't fight it?
Well, I'm just giving you options.
It means you should boil the ocean and get it out.
Well, I can't boil the ocean, but I will fire my longbow at it.
Okay. Do so at disadvantage because you technically can't see it.
20 is the disadvantage.
Alright, 20 will hit.
Sneak attack does not apply.
You see the
So
water.
6 piercing.
You see the water, like. You see some waves. You can tell you hit it. Hide it since you technically can't see it. Alright, anything else?
Yeah, I will use a bonus action to cast Healing Word on myself. And get 7 hit points back.
Okay.
And I don't know why it's not updating in Roll20 my hit points.
How much?
But I am changing them in D&D Beyond, and I've already checked the settings. It's supposed to be updating over there. It just isn't.
How much health do you have?
36 right now.
That's what I see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I see 43.
Might be a little out of sync. Don't worry, I see it.
Okay. All right. I just wanted you to, because I can't tell, so I was like,
Yeah.
I checked. It was supposed to sync. I was like, well, I don't know that it is.
Don't worry.
I'm doing it right, but okay. That's my turn.
Fermi.
Fermi is gonna kind of look around and be like, "Did we just move on, or?"
I'm not even worried about that water sprite.
Yeah, so I'm gonna improvise an action and shove my hand into my bag of ball bearings, grab a handful, and just chuck them out into the, pond or lake as far and wide as I possibly can. Just kind of letting it fly. Just one handful of ball bearings, just to see if anything looks weird when they hit the water, or if I expect some of them to hit the water and they don't, or something like that.
Yeah, he hasn't moved from his place, so the ball bearings, you can see some resistance right around here. That can be a free action, though.
Oh, okay. In that case, I will just go with a dissonant whispers.
Do you have to see it?
No.
Okay.
So that's a wisdom 14 save.
Rolls a 4.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, so 12 psychic damage, and if it has a reaction left, it must move as far as its speed will allow away from me.
Okay. Use the reaction right now.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you don't see anything in the water,
Okay.
but you know what's supposed to happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna sort of hold my hand on the shoulder of the table, which I imagine is like standing upright with all four legs pointing at the lake. Just like, hold on. Don't do anything.
All right, Rok'kee.
Rok'kee is gonna just kind of move his 20 feet up this way and ready in action to cast a spell if the water sprite comes into view. And I'm gonna do ready cantrip Sacred Flame on the sprite if I see it.
Yeah, you see the gnome kind of peeking from behind the a doorway.
Oh, I wave to him.
Yeah, hello.
What a fun name, Rivervidal.
Rivervidal. Yep, Rivervidal at your service.
No.
Watch out for that thing. Anything else, though?
A nod. Nope, that's it. So I'm good.
So that frightened is just for this reaction. That's it. Oh, Whit, is that frightened just for his reaction?
Let's see. He's not frightened. He just had to move.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're like looking at the water, wondering where he is, and Soul next to you, it burst up from right in front of you.
I will give a shout of surprise.
Yeah. Just to restrict you, does a 15 hit.
15 does.
Okay, take 17 bludgeoning.
Woo!
And you're grappled.
Ah!
Oh wait, hold on. D5, D4. 2. So it would be a 13.
Does not hit.
Okay, add that 17 back.
Yay! Good, because that really hurt.
We'll go up to the shore, take aim. It's a short bow. 13 at 25.
Hey, shouldn't my ready action have triggered on him?
Oh, I'm sorry. What was your ready action?
Oh, that's right.
To do Sacred Flame.
Okay, I completely missed you saying that. Go ahead.
So try to do a Dex 17 saving throw.
Dex. Was an 8.
Ooh, then a 10 radiant damage.
Alright. You'll come up to the shore, do 2 short bow attacks. Saying, you let her go! And as one of the arrows goes through this tendril's body, it just starts losing its form. And the silent scream of the water weird will kind of melt into the water. What do you guys do without me?
Die, most likely there, Droop. We would be dead.
Yeah, no kidding.
You see the gnome very slowly with his cane start walking forward. Oh, good job. Oh, my back, my knees. Oh. Let me rest a minute. Oh, 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 hello. Name's Rivenbadel.
What
happened,
what
Riverdale?
were you doing here? Yeah.
Oh, fellow follower of Numathon, newly converted at your service. Verde, I bet you have lots of questions. You used to be so young and handsome, and now look at me.
How quickly did you age?
Very quickly. Quick, follow me. Let's get to my hiding place. We're over here.
Is it one of these 3 rooms in the hallway?
No, nothing. He goes, they were pretty interesting. It's where they prepared the bodies, it looked like, but, no, it's over here. He'll, lead you up to this room over here. Follow me.
I follow.
Follow.
Me too.
So,
Me.
the walls of this room are covered with images of open books. The pages of each are filled with cramped writing. A simple sarcophagus is carved with the image of an older male dwarf holding a quill and a book. To the east, a metal lever built into the wall stands in the up position. Yeah, the creepy crawlies and the spooks, cause you can't find me in here. It's a pretty safe place. Ran afoul of some ghosts further in. Yeah, you didn't know. He'll age you right up if you're not careful, and I was not careful.
Well, we must be careful.
Huh.
Hey, do you know what that lever does?
I have no idea. Can't move it an inch. Of course, I'm not very strong these days. Verde, do you come all the way here looking for me to save me?
Yeah, but now I don't know. It looks like you've
What?
had a rough time down here.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah, okay. Well,
I've learned a lot about Doomathon, but I don't know if it's worth it. But, once I find a holy person, I should be able to undo this curse, right?
oh, you're cursed, you say?
Yeah, the ghost cursed me. Ghost of the
Oh.
dwarf, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose we could do something about that.
Why is that man made of stone?
Oh, that's Rok'kee.
No.
He's a rock.
No, yeah, but what's his name?
Yeah, Rok'kee. The rock.
I don't get it.
Who's on first?
No, I'm asking his name.
I don't know. Third base?
I'm gonna cast a remove curse on him.
Okay. Let's see here. Set up a ghost cursed. That's 2. Okay, I'm ready to be young and fertile again. Do your stuff.
Alright, I wave my hands, I mutter something in Dwarvish, and touch
Anytime.
Dell.
Anytime now.
Oh, it doesn't seem that this has worked.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
I'm sure it's just somebody that's more well versed in the curse removing arts could take care of this.
I mean, it did happen a few days ago. Is there like a time limit? Oh dear.
I don't know.
Oh. I don't want to be old forever.
Oh, I'm sure we'll get you fixed up.
Oh. Oh.
It won't be forever, that's for sure.
Yeah, reaches into his pocket and his jacket pocket, which you can tell is like way oversized for him now because he's shrunk a little bit. Kind of pulls it out. It's like, I've been able to write some of my book. It's been harder and harder since I had the shakes. He shows you like the writing, and like near the end of his journal, it's all like shaky and almost not unreadable.
Can I see this for a second? And I go to take the book from him to look at it closely.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I walk over to Rok'kee. Look at this penmanship. What do you think?
Jealous.
I investigate it. Is it as good as it seems? Or are there flaws upon closer inspection?
Yeah, but on the front, written in Gnomish, it says, "He of the hidden gemstone." He says, "I've been copying the text on all the walls I've been finding."
Learn anything new and interesting?
Oh, this was the resting place of Thorgan Ironquill. Devoted his life, he wrote the history of Doomathon on these walls. He must have been a very knowledgeable scholar.
Indeed. Is his unresurrected corpse in that sarcophagus there?
Oh, it's empty.
Oh, okay.
Actually, let me see here. She doesn't mention the sarcophagus. But I've learned something, though. There is a very desirable treasure in the center of this tomb. A giant gemstone. And that's what I'm after now. That's what I want to find. I have a feeling it has something to do with that lever over there.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. if you'll be patient, we can all just take a little nap here, recuperate a little bit of our energy, and then we can go about exploring for this, lovely gemstone that I am now excited about.
Haven't been able to explore too much because of all the ghosts and spirits. Try to finally make my escape because I figured I could never get out of here, and that's when the Hydra cornered me. Oh, just being old ain't so bad. People think I'm wise and come to me for advice.
Yeah, see? But we'll get you patched up when we get you, when we get you back to the surface.
I do have a question for you there, Riva Bedell.
Oh yes, my lady.
Well, we were under the impression that you would be able to help us with a small petrification problem.
Oh, yeah. When you explore the Underdark, you always want to take precautions. Where's Sola? I don't see her token.
Oh, I think she's where? I'm somewhere. I'm under somebody.
Yeah.
Where am I? There I am. I was under Droop.
Okay.
Oh, now I'm over Variety. There we go. There I am.
We're all switching around. Like, you never know when you're gonna run into a cockatrice or a basilisk or anything else.
Medusa.
Is that what happened to your friend over there?
Yeah, and then one other friend.
Well, kind of reaches into his pocket. He goes, "Well, in my younger days, meaning last week, take precautions. Basilisk venom can be used as an antidote."
Do you have basilisk venom?
Reaches into his adventuring bag. He goes, "I told you I was prepared." He pulls out a small vial.
Gnomish preparedness. I love it.
Yeah.
Soul looks to Droop to see what his reaction is.
He goes, "I can bring this back to Franklin. Unpetrify him right away. And then
we should probably test it and see if it works on Rok'kee.
There's only one dose, I'm afraid.
Well, he doesn't need a full dose.
Unless you find me some basilisk venom, I can whip you up another one.
Did you say there were basilisks in here?
No, not here, I'm afraid. Maybe further in the Underdark.
Well, why don't we use this one dose on Rok'kee?
Well,
just to make sure that it works, and then we'll continue into the Underdark to see.
How do you know we'll find a basilisk to save Franklin?
Well, I don't, but I mean, so this is a possible solution, but only if we're sure that it works.
Oh, you doubt my skills? My alchemy skills?
No. Nope.
I
just don't know anything.
He hands it to you, saying, "Feel free to examine it. Rhythm Bedell original. An original Bedell."
Well, he handed it to Fermi.
Yeah, since you were kind of doubting him.
So Fermi is just gonna hold it and just look at Saul and be like, I don't trust myself right now.
Soul's gonna snatch it away from Fermi just in case.
Ooh, hot potato.
And then suggests that perhaps we take a long rest and think about it. And that is, it's out of game because I don't know if Franklin wants to come back right now.
I don't know.
I don't want to go save Franklin and then have Variety be like, well, what the hell about me?
Yeah, so this is
We'll make Sam play 2 characters.
Well, this is what I'm saying. Like, let's just test it on Rok'kee right now.
Proposal.
Sure.
We stew on it till next session.
Yeah, we can decide.
I am beat to hell. And
Oh yeah. We're all done here. But yeah, you can decide if you're gonna unpetrify Franklin and play as him again, or use it on Rok'kee, who has a functional character, despite some drawbacks.
Rocky's fine.
Indeed.
He's learning. He's learning how to communicate with this new world of his.
So you haven't had enough for a long rest yet, so you can take a short rest.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I was just trying to get us to,
Yeah.
So that Sam would have time to think about
The
it.
table will. Tune in next time to see if Sam abandons his gem-loving turtle or plays for a day a little longer.
We will see.
We'll see.
You'll know when I know.
Okay. That's
Awesome.
cool. Yep, go ahead and do the short rest now so you don't forget.
Took the short rest and I used well, I wasn't as hurt as I thought. I'll just use 1 hit die then.
Hydras actually aren't too dangerous, but if they end up getting a bunch of heads, then they can be.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to know something stupid though?
Yeah.
The book had 4 of those Crypt Guardians.
Those were tough.
I really did think I was like, there are 4 sarcophagi.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my gosh, are 2 more? When I took the second step down the hall and you were like, you take a couple steps. And I was like, oh my God, did I just wake up the other 2?
Yeah.
Like,
And they're actually revenants, which do extra damage to those they swore vengeance on. And they have vengeance on anyone who enters the tomb.
oh.
Wow.
And there's 4 of them. Yeah, I looked at that and said, I don't think this is fair.
Yeah, no, that is a lot. They were really, I mean, they were harder than the Hydra, who ended up with 6 heads.
Yeah.
And again, there are other creatures who are resistant to psychic and all that stuff. So,